Well, there's a coda at the end.
Yes.
And
the butler did it.
Yeah, no, there's
Oh, don't actually give it away.
Oh, sorry. I think, are we on?
I don't know. Are we on?
Oh, I don't know.
Hello?
Hello, everyone. Hello, Emma. That must mean that you can see us and maybe hear us as well.
Mitch McAllister's saying there's a 19-second delay. Hooray! The wonders of technology.
Elf the cat's here.
Come
you
on.
can't see Elf for
No,
that.
she won't jump up.
Anyway, welcome to FAB Live.
Hello, boys, says Ross. How's your summer going? Very good so far.
Pretty good so far.
Yeah.
All the better for this fantastic new book from Richard James's Bowman of the Yard series.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Jamie. Let's put these away.
I'm on commission, by the way.
That's enough hard sell, I think, isn't it? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fab Live. Danny Moy says, we can see you. Well, we can see you too. Good evening, guys, says Scott. And Ross Arrowsmith simply says, yo.
It's because he's cool.
Yo.
Very cool.
Yeah, welcome to Fab Live. Here we are for the next, I don't know, hour and a half. That's what we normally say, don't we?
Do we say that?
Well, we say an hour and a half.
Yeah, an hour and a half approximately.
Yeah.
Of Gerry Anderson related chit chat.
Yeah.
Fun, trivia, news, games.
Yes.
Questions and answers, viewer emails, and other such gubbins.
Yes, Ian Jacklin has already annoyed me by saying hello, Jamie and Richard.
Hello.
I mean, we have enough of this on the podcast,
Hello,
don't
Ian
we?
Jacklin.
Yes, but welcome.
We're James Beach's two favourite men.
Are we?
I'm honoured, James. Thank you.
Okay, probably out of a very narrow field, I would think.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, do we have a big rat bites tonight? That's what I was going to ask you, Jamie.
We do.
Yes.
I just have to insert it. So you do some talking while I insert it.
Okay, so
it should. Oh, I don't know if it'll work.
Now, this evening we found ourselves with a little bit of time on our hands, actually, because Jamie unbelievably was set up in time, and we had about 5 or 10 minutes.
Well, I was set up in time, and now
but
it
having
turns
said
out...
that, you still haven't got Big Rat Bites ready, which is Chris Dale's special piece for us, which hopefully will be coming a little later. But let me just run through this evening's gubbins. We've got some fantastic news that I'm sure many of you will already have heard. Two spectacular news items coming up a little later on that Nick McCarthy is already looking forward to. I can see in the comments there. Good evening, gents, says Stephen Richard. Hello, Stephen. How are you? We've also got... hopefully Big Rat Bites. We've got Fab.
Subject to me fixing this now.
We've got Fab or Fib, of course, everyone's favourite game. And we've got Blankety Blank. And we've got a special low-tech edition of Super Magnification. Because that's something that I forgot to do.
Yes. So why don't you explain what super magnification is and what happened?
Okay, so super magnification is when I show you a blown up image from a Gerry Anderson episode of something, and you, from that little blurred pixelated image, have to work out what it is, what the episode is, and what the show is that it's from, and I will then reveal all. Fab or Fib is where I present you with 5 facts of the Gerry Anderson universe, and you have to guess which one is true or fab, and which ones are fibs, in other words, not true. And Blankety Blank, of course, everyone knows, particularly if you were brought up in the 70s and 80s. I will give you some well-known... Murphy, let's go to some messages. What was the name of the rocket in the picture Thunderbird 1's chute was hiding behind?
Was it Saturn V?
All right.
Yeah. I made that up.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Someone will know better than me.
Yeah, I've wanted to know for 25 years. Hello, everybody, says Andrew Hyde. Ahmet Kianin as well, I think, says Thunderbirds I go. Indeed they are. Richard, please don't reveal something like that's gone already. Anyway, yes,
this does fire through very, very quickly.
It does. We're also, as you can probably see, swerving from side to side.
I'm having to stare through some bits and pieces. Oh gosh, yes, it's very busy, and I'm now trying to desperately get Big Rat Bites so that we've got that for tonight, so that Chris Dale doesn't get very upset with me.
But anyway, do let us know, where are you joining us from? Because we haven't done this for a while now. In fact, the last one was at Leicester. If you came to Leicester and the Fab Worlds of Gerry Anderson at the Space Centre, we would have seen you there, and you would have seen us. Early June, I think, was the last time we did one of these. So let us know where you're watching us from this evening. I know there'll be plenty of you far afield from the US, and I know we have people in sometimes Australia, New Zealand. We have listeners from Seoul, don't we, in South Korea?
We do.
On the podcast. But tell us where you are this evening. As Thin Lizzy would say, the boys are back in town, says Ross Patterson. Ebbw Vale, says Neil Robert Holloway.
Very
That's
close to where I live, yeah. Although not tonight.
Not tonight, exactly, that's right.
Richard, do you know we've done 5 minutes and we haven't actually said who we are?
Oh, no.
Should we do that now?
Yes. Who is that from near Stonehenge as well? That's
hang on. I have to scroll back up to that.
Yeah. near Stonehenge. Jen Whitby is near Stonehenge. I didn't know
there we
that.
go. Very nice.
Great.
Terrible traffic around there, though.
Yours, isn't it? Yes.
Anyway, Richard, who are we?
Well, I'm Richard James, and who are you?
Jamie Anderson.
Right. Okay. Here we are. Now that was simply because you could flash up this nice little.
What? Well, it turns out that I have actually ruined Big Rat Bites tonight.
Okay.
So, Chris Dale, if you're watching and you can re-transfer it to me in the next half an hour, then we will do it. If not, then I'm really sorry. It's on a different hard drive.
There we are. Never mind. Evening from Hemel Hempstead, says Paul Dashwood. A sunny Isle of Wight, Paul Hyde. I'm sorry because I have to work. That's gone as well. I'm not going to reveal my location as I don't want to reveal where I live. Well, that's fair enough, isn't it?
Absolutely fair enough.
Yeah.
Now, if you would like to reach us on Twitter...
Oh, yes. There we are.
Then you can do that at these Twitter handles.
Yeah, right. Very good. That's me, Richard N. James.
N for Einstein.
Yes, and you, I'm Jamie Anderson.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, do tweet us. We'd love to see your tweets and thoughts about anything Gerry Anderson related. Am I allowed to mention the podcast?
You should mention the podcast. We're going to do it in the news, but
Okay.
do mention the podcast.
Yeah.
And if you're a podcast listener, then give us some hearts on
Yes.
on Facebook or comment on YouTube or Periscope.
Yes.
We will see them very quickly flying past.
Yes, we will, absolutely. There's Ashley Bell from Sunny Sale in Manchester. So our podcast is a weekly event. I think we're up to 61 now, aren't we?
Yes.
It features guest and celebrity interviews with people who worked on Gerry's shows or who are fans of Gerry's shows or have been inspired by Gerry's shows, the likes of Chris Packham. This week it was Kevin Grazier.
Yes.
We've had Gary Newman. We've had John Colshaw.
Yeah. Sophie Aldred, David Quantick,
yeah,
Nicholas Briggs, Nicolin and Saunders.
That's right.
Network Distributing.
Yeah, exactly.
Lizo Mazumba.
Love the pod, says Peter
Stop,
Durham.
sorry.
That's great.
Sorry.
So good. So do join in and listen to the podcast and join the Facebook group as well, the Podsterons Facebook group, which is always a bit of a laugh, isn't it?
Yeah, although they should only join that if they already listen. But that's at facebook.com/groups/podsterons. And if you haven't given it a try, it's very accessible, isn't it, Richard?
It is really very accessible. Just answer 3 questions and I personally will let you in. Now, you can do something for us, which is whatever platform you're watching us on now, you can share us.
We should say hi to Aiden.
Hello, Aiden.
Possibly our youngest viewer tonight, 13, from Hennessy in Oklahoma.
Hi, Aiden.
Aiden, is that anywhere near Wynnewood? Because I've got some friends that live there.
Okay. Aiden, is Aiden the youngest viewer so far at 13? Let us know if you could do better. Like it's a competition or something.
Yeah, in fact, we'd love to know the youngest and oldest viewer tonight, if you don't mind disclosing that.
Yes, that's right. That would be fun, wouldn't it? So you can head on over. I'm doing it on Facebook because that's where I'm spending most of my time these days. And I've gone to the official Gerry Anderson page on Facebook, and I'm simply going to share this broadcast with all my friends so they can see it too. There we are. Done.
Nicely done, Richard. Yes, please do that because we've got so much stuff to talk about because,
God, stuff's happened, hasn't it?
There are a couple of big announcements today.
Yes.
Let us know if you are aware of them.
Yes.
Most of you must be, surely, but if you're not, then you're in for quite a surprise, I think.
Yes. Abby says she has someone who's 4 sat with her.
Well,
Yeah, but
does that count?
Well,
I mean, that possibly is the youngest viewer, possibly, yes.
Yeah. Yes, so big news. Are we heading to that now?
We might as well.
Now, okay, can I just take over a bit here? Because those of you who listen to the podcast, and I think I may have probably said it on Fab Live as well occasionally, you will know that I very often say that there's brand new Gerry Anderson stuff happening right now. And I know you all laugh and roll your eyes. Turns out it's true.
Yes.
Isn't it?
It is absolutely true. And it's just annoying that a lot of the time we can't talk to you about it. But we're going to talk about it tonight.
Yes, we are. Big time.
Any moment now, in fact.
Right.
There you go. The viewers are climbing up. And thank you to Rick Van Grieken for that Trusty news opening, which we've had for
years.
Forever now.
I think that picture of me is from about 2011, I think.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Very snazzy, though.
It's my doctor's costume when I was in doctor's.
Oh, I thought you meant...
No, it's not my doctor's.
Doctor apostrophes.
No, I'll wear that next time.
Anyway, folks, it's the news, and there's some massive stuff.
Yes.
Should we start with the massive stuff, or should we start with the small stuff? Let us know in the comments whether you like to start small or big.
Yes, let us know, small or big. And in the meantime, I'm just going to tell you that Chris Dale says it'll take about an hour to upload, so it's a no-go for Big Rat Bites tonight.
Sorry, Chris, that's completely my fault. And sorry, viewers, as well, because Big Rat Bites, and it's a really awesome one too, but I copied it to the wrong hard drive, Chris.
there we go.
Sorry.
Yeah, I already pre-ordered the radio, says somebody. Okay, very quickly that went by. Big stuff, big news, says Stuart. Yeah, good. Small, says Gary Hodgkinson. Mahusive, says Chris Halliday. Small to big, says Maria.
Okay.
So, yeah, a little difference of opinion there. Small rising to a crescendo, says Steve Bushell.
Small to big, big first.
Yeah.
Oh no!
What do we do now?
Why did I ask?
I know, it's a hornet's nest.
Democracy gone mad. Okay, well, I'm just going to try and change this so we can actually see some more of the chat because they're flying past so quick. Yeah, here we go. Oh, why is that not working? Come on.
Oh, there we are. That's keep seeing more of those.
Oh, I've dropped my mouse.
That's it. We're at 90% now.
Is that
start big? Says Darren Lodge. That's my motto in life, I must say.
Okay.
There we go. That's perfect.
Can you still see that?
I can see that. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, my mouse is now turned off, so I can't change the bit of news we've got.
Get to the news.
I'm really sorry, but it's just not working. Come on, reconnect, mouse. Right, I'm gonna have to lean forward to do it.
That's right.
Let's start with some musical news, shall we?
Musical news.
Before we not a musical.
Oh, okay.
But music related
okay.
news, and then we'll stick with the theme from that to go to the next bit.
All right.
So, UFO. Everyone knows UFO, right?
I love UFO.
Ed Straker and all that lot, and Shadow and Harlington Straker Studios. Well, the music is a massive part of that, and this soundtrack is on the way.
So it is. Yeah,
it's the UFO soundtrack.
Sure it is, yeah.
It's quite an impressive.
It's beautiful.
It's a lovely cover,
isn't it? Just
yeah. Is it Gabrielle Drake? It's just
it's my favourite.
Just here.
That's right.
I could do that purple wig. Now this is from Silver Screen, and it's out. Funnily enough, on the 13th of September, which is a date in another show.
13th of September.
I think.
What could that be?
I'm not really sure. Maybe we'll get to that in a minute. But there's a moon base, so the moon thing is quite interesting.
Yeah.
So you can pre-order that now. There is also a highly limited edition vinyl set on purple vinyl.
Oh,
isn't that nice? Yeah, see, you're jealous now, aren't you, Richard?
Yes, that is nice.
Whoa, it looks beautiful, and lots of you have been pre-ordering that in your droves. Mm-hmm.
Do the droves come with it, or do you have to supply your own?
Shut up, Richard.
Sorry.
So I think there's 500 of those limited worldwide.
Yeah, Robert Hill's pre-ordered his.
Yeah, and they're flying out pretty quick too, so
Great.
go and grab those. Now, I can't really hold it off any longer.
It's just out there, turn right. Oh, I see, sorry.
Moon-related stuff.
Oh.
Anybody else know a Gerry Anderson show with a moon in it?
I wonder.
Well, there's that Torchy episode that we had for Fab Live Live, isn't there?
Yeah.
Where they visit the Moon Man.
Yeah, you got any news about that then?
No.
Come on, put us out of our misery.
I will do in a second. Well, okay, fine. You may have seen the news today, and this is the news.
Look at that.
A new audio series of Space 1999 from our friends at Big Finish Productions. It's very exciting.
Yes.
New cast.
Yes.
A reimagining of the original. If any of you enjoyed Nick Briggs' Prisoner set from Big Finish, which is just a reimagining but very faithful.
Very faithful.
Then you're going to love this. He's done a fantastic job. I was lucky enough to script edit on the show and on the series, it was one of those scripts. Sometimes as a script editor, you get a script and you think, oh, this is quite hard work, and you don't want to turn the pages. But I read straight through in one go, and it's just fantastic.
Great.
A lot more characterization, a lot more human moments, a lot more drama, and we may have tweaked some science in there, but I shall say no more. Here is the cast and crew.
Oh yes, who do we see there?
I'm not going to give you the whole cast and crew's names because quite frankly I can't remember them right now, and I don't have a reference to hand.
There's a lot of them.
You can see in the middle there Nick Briggs looking very pleased with himself.
He's very chuffed, isn't he?
Mark Bonnar on the right there, who is our new coach. Jim Winch, who provided the costumes for that day. He's down there in the middle. Yeah. It was amazing seeing everybody get into character. Just the minute the uniforms came out, they were straight into it, and it was absolutely brilliant.
So some quick questions. Does it still have Barry Gray's music in it?
Well, I don't think I'm allowed to talk about the music yet, but there's the theme is reimagined by Benji Clifford, but it's still the the wild
one we would all know.
Atari stuff that you love.
Robert Taylor's saying, why still call it 1999 when it's in the past?
Because it's set in 1999 in a fictional 1999. And
Yeah. So just like, I don't know if you know, Jamie, I've written a Victorian detective book.
Interesting,
In
Richard.
fact, I've written 2.
Why is that set in the Victorian era and not in the current
Exactly.
day?
You saw where I was going with that.
Yeah. Anyway, that's why.
Yeah.
But it's very faithful to the original, and we wanted to set it in that kind of retro future. So no, it should not be called Space 2099.
Yeah.
Because it is.
Yeah.
A reimagining of the 70s vision of the late 90s.
Absolutely, yeah. And all the more powerful for that, actually. And I must just say, because I have heard a bit of it, what's so lovely about it, of course it is a reimagining, but that it takes nothing away from the original series. And
No,
in
of course
fact,
not.
it honours the original series and those original performances as well. You know, you're always looking over your shoulder at Martin Landau and Barry Morse and so on, aren't you, as you listen?
Yeah.
It's really rather nice. It's very well done.
But you know, Mark Bonar's
yes.
new character of Koenig is
Yep.
great. But
Yep.
Mark loved the original and he loved Martin Landau.
Yeah.
So there's a little tiny bit of channeling of Martin there.
Yeah.
But I don't know, the stakes feel a bit higher, so it's
Yeah,
great.
definitely.
Also, there is a special edition available exclusively from the Gerry Anderson store. So this version has Breakaway spread over 2 CDs. The third CD has an hour-long feature, but it also includes a special edition slipcase and an insert of the Gerry Anderson Space 1999 photo archive, not available in the standard edition, as well as a downloadable additional documentary featuring some previously unheard recordings of Dad, recorded in the early 90s, which have
Right.
not been heard before. Some really lovely little stories in there.
Right.
However, there are only 500 available.
Yes.
And we are already down to double digits
Yes.
remaining.
Yes.
They have been just flying out today.
Yeah, you've got to be so quick on this.
So honestly, if you
Don't even mind if you need to stop watching us for a moment.
if you need to duck away and grab it, then do, because I'm pretty sure it's going to sell out tonight.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Which
That's
is kind of cool, and that's a real testament to Space 1999 fans and how excited they are with this. And so thank you all of you for the lovely comments and the excited tweets and all that sort of stuff.
That's right. Someone was just saying, well, I've heard it was in pre-production with ITV. Well, that's not going to happen, is it?
Well, it would be unlikely that ITV would license an audio drama to be produced if there was also a TV thing.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what will happen? But for now and for the foreseeable future, probably even long term, this is our only opportunity really to revisit Space 1999 and listen to it afresh and explore new adventures, perhaps in the future.
Yeah, well, it'll be a mixture of retold adventures from the past and new adventures too.
Nice.
So
Very
it's
exciting.
very exciting, and there's a huge amount of love gone into it. So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
great.
awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Now,
Yes.
remember when we went to Moonbase Alpha, Richard?
Oh yeah, we did that day. That's right.
Yeah.
So
So
like a week last Tuesday, wasn't it? I think.
yeah, week last Tuesday
Yeah.
we took all of our recent guests from the podcast to Moonbase Alpha just for
Yeah.
a little tour.
Yeah.
I mean, forget the date issues and all that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
but we did.
Yes.
And we thought it would be a nice way to update you all on who's been on the podcast recently.
Yes.
So here's
we all are.
the photo taken in main mission.
Who took that on? Can't remember. Was it?
No, I don't know actually. No, it was Michael Horgan.
Was
He
it?
came with us as our
Of course
official
he did.
unit photographer.
Of course he did.
So in there, you'll see some of our recent interviewees, including from left to right.
Yes.
Mike Trim.
Yes, in black and white at the back there, standing next to the chap with the book.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be me, won't it?
Hey, what are you doing there twice? How
Oh,
did you do
no
that?
idea. And then it's Jake Dubman if we're going along the back there.
Yeah, and then there's the three of us. Kevin Grazier stood by the door there, who's a science advisor and planetary scientist and an amazing chap.
And then up on the steps I can see voice actor Mark Silk, who you spoke to and who many of you saw in at the Space Centre for the Fab Worlds.
Yeah, and then down the front left, we've got
Yeah.
Benji Clifford, sound
Yeah.
designer who did the music for Space 1999, the
Yes,
new series.
that's right. And there's lovely Mary Turner, of course, puppet operator from various series, and there she is standing with Captain Scarlet and Colonel White.
And then Alan, whose surname I've forgotten.
Birkinshaw.
Alan Birkinshaw, director on Space Precinct. Oh dear. Anyway, so if you've not been listening
Yeah.
to the podcast, then you've missed out on all those people in the last few weeks.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
Robert Cassidy, Colonel White looks like my nan.
Right.
Interesting. Does she often wear a white tunic and
Yeah.
epaulets
Gosh.
and all that sort of
I
stuff?
don't, is that a compliment to your nan or a compliment to Colonel White?
Probably both.
Yes, that's what it is.
You mentioned the theme is a reimagined version. It says Urban Spaceman 64. Is it the year 1-1? Yes, it is the year 1-1.
Yeah, good. Not the year 2 one.
Not the year 1. No, not
Two.
the year 2-1 because
Yeah.
people don't like that.
That's
too.
right. Yeah. Yeah, right. Oh, yes, look, Richard James's picture third in from the right next to Jamie looks like Alistair McGowan, the comedian. Yes, I've had that before. In fact, I went out for a part to replace Alistair McGowan in a TV series. Yeah, I didn't get it, but it was to play his part. Yeah, I didn't get it.
Sorry.
Let's not dwell on that. I don't know why I brought it up.
Let's not do that. Okay, anyway, so what else other news have we got? Oh, yes.
Oh, come on.
We'd get there.
Oh.
Sci-fi fans, if you're a sci-fi fan from the 60s or 70s or 80s, which most of you probably are, then you may enjoy this latest edition of TV Years magazine.
Oh, yes. Tell us about this.
Well, it's the sci-fi edition.
Okay.
Volume 5.
Yeah.
And features extensive bits and pieces.
Yes.
On Doctor Who, Sapphire and Steel, Blake 7,
Boo.
Red Dwarf, Space 1999. I've not heard of that one.
Never.
Day of the Triffids and more. There's a great feature by Samira Ahmed all about Space 1999 with some newly revealed information from Nick Tate, Catherine Schell, me, Brian Johnson and some others.
Right.
And there's also, for some reason, a feature on my office.
Your office?
Yeah, showing off some bits and pieces from my office.
Why would everyone do that?
I don't know.
I hope you tidied up before they came round.
No, I just covered up. So anyway, there you go. It's great. You can get it from the Gerry Anderson store. You can get it from most newsagents currently. But if you are outside the UK, then grab it from shop.gerryanderson.co.uk.
Yes.
I pressed the wrong button. Sorry. Now somebody keeps saying Terrorhawks, Terrorhawks, Terrorhawks.
Really?
Terrorhawks. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Well, the other bit of news from today about something renewed and Gerry Anderson-y is that Terrorhawks is coming back.
Terrorhawks is reborn.
Well, it will be reborn.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're working with a fantastic company called Tiny Giants to reboot Terrorhawks.
Yes.
I can't believe I'm saying it.
That's
I'm
right.
surprising myself by saying those words. So, new series is going to be centred around Kate Kestrel from the original show, but all of your favourite characters will be in there. It's brilliant. Oh, Aiden's off. Bye, Aiden.
Bye, Aiden. Thanks for coming.
Come back and watch afterwards when you've done your homework.
Yes, good luck.
So the Terrorhawks thing is really awesome, and we've got a fantastic showrunner attached called Mark Hoffmeyer, who's done Spider-Man and loads of Marvel TV shows and all sorts of stuff. Lego Nexo Knights, I think, and various other bits and pieces. Great guy, loves Terrorhawks. Yeah. So yes, Terrorhawks is being redeveloped, and
what form will this take? How much can you tell us?
Can't tell you much more than that.
No,
just go look on Twitter and you'll see some more information in Licensing Mag, or look on the Gerry Anderson site. And we've got the full press release there.
Best comment of the night comes from Mark Simpson Wedge at that news, who just went, "Say what?"
I said it.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's very exciting. Any chance of a Thunderbird Stingray crossover? I think unlikely, Jason, I'm afraid. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Interesting, though.
Yeah. Live action or animated, Brandon, I'm sorry, I cannot tell you any more than what's already in the press release and already out there. So yeah, it's exciting. Josh Long, any Firestorm news? We said this earlier on. I don't know if any of you caught us on Instagram Live in the 10 minutes before this, when we should have been doing Super Magnification and Big Rat Bites.
Yes, we should, really.
But look, when Richard says there's new Gerry Anderson stuff happening right now, there is loads of stuff, but most of it we just can't talk about right now for various reasons.
Yeah.
Other parties need approval, deals aren't signed, paperwork needs to be done, or there's just been a strategic decision not to say anything for some other reason.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean,
we could have talked about Space 1999 about 4 months ago.
Yeah, or longer.
Yeah.
And there's other things like that in the pipeline. Yeah. And there's the...
Oh, God, yes.
The thing.
That thing. Absolutely, yeah.
And then there's the...
and the
other...
As well?
There's literally, 6 things.
Must be.
Beyond what we're able to talk to you about right now. And it's so frustrating.
Yeah. Laura Stanley says, wait, hang on, what about the audio series? Surely you guys can't leave it on a cliffhanger like that.
Who says there was a cliffhanger? I'd love to do more Terrorhawks on audio, but I think right now we've got our hands pretty busy with everything else, really.
That's true. Also, Chris Garrard is asking how the masks are doing.
Oh yes, I wear mine daily.
Yes, yeah, you would see mine, but actually we've had to have a bit of a tidy up, so it's downstairs at the moment. I was about to tell you why we've had to tidy up, but it's no.
They don't need to know that, Richard. No.
But yes, Chris, thank you very much for that, and yes, they're fantastic. Did anyone else see David Graham on Good Morning Britain the other week? Someone else? No, I didn't see that. Lovely David Graham. Still gets around, doesn't he?
He does.
Keep hearing rumours of a Space 1999 reboot. Any truth? Says Mr. E.
Well, Mr. E, again, it would be unlikely that ITV would license
Yeah.
a brand new audio drama series and something else.
There's always these. UFO is always subject to rumours as well.
Rumours.
Blake Seven is another one.
And I may be wrong.
Of course.
They may not have told me, but
Yeah.
I asked them very recently,
Yeah.
and I was told a flat no.
Yeah.
There's nothing else
That's
happening.
Someone said my grandchildren were watching Joe 90 at the weekend. I really enjoyed it.
Okay, good. Anyway, so finally for this news section, actually not finally because we've got other stuff to talk about. The final thing I'm going to show you is, do you know the Secret Service by any chance?
Love the Secret Service.
Do you really?
Yeah,
What's your favourite thing about the Secret Service, Richard?
Stanley Unwin.
Fair enough. I like Mrs. Appleby myself. So the Secret Service, not all of you know, it hasn't been around much since it was broadcast. Even when it was broadcast, it wasn't broadcast everywhere, but it's its 50th anniversary this year. And we're doing a nice poster.
Yes.
And there it is. Oh, it's by Eric Chu, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Lovely.
It is lovely. I love that.
So that'll be available very soon.
Yeah.
But not yet.
Oh.
I don't know why. I think with everything going on, we just haven't got round to it.
Okay, fine.
But it will be available soon. It's a beauty. And yeah.
I think in keeping with the series, though, I think Stanley Unwin's hand should have been a real person's hand on the steering wheel there, shouldn't it?
Well, how do you know it's not a real person's hand?
Oh, well, it looked...
Because there isn't actually a shot of that. I think Eric has actually created that.
Fair enough.
Anyway, there you go. It's brilliant.
There it is.
So grab that. And there may be some other secrety servicey stuff.
It's all right. Laura Stanley says, okay, I'm back.
Oh. Why did you have to go?
That's a relief, isn't it? Deeply joy-bold, says Gary Hodgkinson. Yes, exactly. Awesome artwork, says Nick McCarthy. Wasn't it just the Secret Service? I do remember it, thanks to Simpsons Clips 24, says Jack Williams. No Blu-ray release, says Dan the Man.
Not yet. And maybe in time, just not for now.
Yeah, yeah. Was Mansion Airport used in Joe 90? Manston Airport, says Gordon Farmer. Yeah, don't know. I imported my Secret Service DVD box set. That's gone. That wasn't credit cards at the ready, says Maria Gray. Absolutely.
That's the
Gorgeous
problem with
poster,
all this,
says
isn't
Chris
it?
Honey. Yeah, that's right. I know. Can't wait for a 4K release.
I'm not sure that'll
says
happen.
Callum Wilding.
Oh no.
Yeah, great. Very good. Lots of love for the Secret Service. It was surprising, isn't it? Because
It's a very sweet show.
you know, I could walk out on the street now and ask people if they heard of it, and probably unanimously they will all say no. And yet, the people who have heard of it.
They'd say, on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
They probably would.
Yeah.
That's right, exactly.
Now, there's some other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Richard, obviously your books are out.
Yes.
Tell them about your books quickly. Come on.
You keep doing this. It's not my idea. So I'm writing
on.
a series of Victorian detective books, the Bowman of the Yard series. I've released 2 already. The Head in the Ice is the first book, and The Devil in the Dock is the second book. You can get them in paperback, or you can get them for your Kindle or your nooks and your crannies. No, I can't be right. Anyway, just search Bowman of the Yard if you're interested, and have a look. And tell me what you think. There's a Facebook page and all sorts.
There you go. There's Richard's plug.
Thanks. I didn't want the plug. Thank
Let's
you.
put the plug back in now.
Fine.
Now, we were going to talk about the YouTube channel, weren't you? Because Richard was late for a recording of the podcast a couple of days ago because he was messing about on the Gerry Anderson YouTube channel.
I got stuck.
Yeah.
I got stuck in a wormhole. Yeah. All sorts of stuff up there. Things from Chris Dale, primers and things about particular series.
Yeah.
Lists of top 5s, top 10s.
Yeah. So there's all sorts of stuff every week now. We're trying to put something up pretty much every day. There's Fab Facts. There's excerpts from the podcast. Probably there's the full podcast itself. There are a new series of primers that Chris is doing. Chris Dale's done, which basically, if you don't know, particularly the Gerry Anderson show, they're a great way in like 6 to 9 minutes to learn enough about the show to get a good grounding in it. So they're really awesome.
Yes.
What else have we had out recently?
Well, I think Jen was just saying, does the news include the fact that Richard was offered a job live on the podcast?
No, but it can do.
Yes, I was offered a job live on the podcast.
There you go, there's the news.
Fine. I think Robert Cassidy was asking, are my books comedy or serious? Well, you've read the first one, Jamie. What do you think?
They are very serious.
Yes, they are.
A real thrilling
Quite
ride.
dark. Yeah. Nice tribute to Shane Rimmer behind you, says Roger Gordon Linnell. Absolutely, there he is. There's Scott up there. Yeah.
And Frankie Matthews. I had a dream about Francis Matthews last night, who voiced Captain Scarlet.
Right, did you?
We were on a coach together.
Yeah.
And we were having a chat.
Hello, Jamie.
Yeah,
Did
he
he
was
say?
very, yeah. And he was basically pitching to be in one of the new projects that we've got to talk about.
Yeah.
And then I looked out the coach window and my little Jack Russell Ernie was outside.
Yes.
And I had to say, stop the coach! And I was like, I'm really sorry, Frankie, I've got to go and get the dog. And then I woke up. So...
You're watching Fab Live.
fascinating story for you. Oh dear. Laura Stanley, would it be difficult to get special guests on Fab Live? No, we've done it before. We've had Terry Adam, Lee Sullivan, Chris Dale.
Yes, we have. It is fairly difficult, I have to say.
It is. This room is not very big.
Yeah, and also it involves them coming to a place, doesn't it? With podcasts, obviously, it's different because you can record remotely, but it generally involves people coming here. So, yeah.
And they don't like that.
No, they really don't.
So occasionally we will, though. Urban Spaceman, again, you wouldn't remember Secret Service because I think it was only shown on Midlands, ATV Midlands or something like that.
Okay.
And nowhere else. So the only way you can see it is by picking up the DVD.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Currently.
Yeah.
So go and do that.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Exactly.
Doctor Who 1990. This is my first time here.
Oh, yes.
And can I... Oh, I've lost it. And can I just say... It's wonderful!
Hooray!
Oh, thank you, Doctor Who 1990.
And on that, look, Robert Cassidy says, why is Peter Davison hiding behind those pop vinyls?
He's not hiding.
No.
He's cozying up.
That's nice little Easter egg for you.
Anyway, with more people joining us at the time. Mad Dragon 1973, hello. Jay
Paul.
McCracken. Will Big Finish make audio versions of your books, Richard?
Well, that's not up to me, is it? But you know where I am.
Plug. Right, I think that's probably the end of our...
Of the news,
isn't it? I mean, we've
no.
probably, yes.
Yeah, seriously.
And also, if you're an 80s kid, then new series of Terrorhawks in development. Go and read about it on the Gerry Anderson store. I can't believe I'm saying
that's so strange.
These things. It's so brilliant.
Yes, absolutely.
Gold Anderson badge, says Andrew Hyde. Oh well. We've got some new badges which are being awarded.
Yes, at your discretion.
At my discretion.
Okay.
For Valor, yes. Service to Gerry Anderson fandom, to the to industry and stuff like that. So you may see those starting to appear.
Oh, okay. For sale or to be awarded?
No. They're not for sale. They're to be given.
Very nice.
So you may look out for that. What about Terrorhawk's availability in North America? Says Zinink.
Yeah.
Well, I can't give you any specific news, but I can give you some non-specific news, which is that it will be available in North America soon.
Oh, really?
That's all I can say.
Wow, okay. What an interesting dream, Jamie, someone just said at the top there.
I didn't mean it.
No.
Nigel Smith, how many sheep have you got, Jamie?
Now, that's the question we all want to know. That's why we're all here, really.
Yeah. Now, there's Erica.
Yes.
Molly. Princess. Shilpa.
Yeah.
Carla.
Right.
Sanjeev.
Yes.
Peter.
Yes.
Richard.
Yeah.
Froggy. I'm boring myself now. Anyway.
Froggy?
Too many.
Why would you call a sheep Froggy?
Because he's got a French name and he's got eyes like a frog. Anyway, we're going way off topic here. Andrew Hyde, you can nominate Andrew Clements for a gold badge and he will be a recipient of one, although he didn't need your nomination. I think they're already on the way.
Oh,
and we might get one for Richard James too, I suppose. Anyway.
Look, yes, I've got a Blue Peter badge as well, someone's saying there. Robert Cassidy says it's like the Anderson equivalent of a Blue Peter badge. I should have worn my Blue Peter badge tonight.
Yeah, I should have worn mine.
Yeah.
I've obviously self-awarded a gold one. Anyway, look, Richard, we're gabbling on about nonsense.
That's all right. We're here all night.
People are leaving.
Are they?
Because they're bored.
Are they actually?
So why don't we play your game?
Okay. What? Yeah. Well, we normally... fine. We could do that. Which one?
Super Magnification.
Oh, well, so is this for the first time we're going to see your opening credits?
Oh, yeah. So I've actually got the...
the opening titles.
The opening titles, but...
On the day that I forgot to actually...
Richard forgot to do it. So here we go.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this. That's it.
That was the opening title.
That's it.
There we go. Steve Bushell, the gold badges are not really gold.
Oh.
Sorry. You can't melt them down.
No, or scrub them into a Cyberman's chest piece.
All that, no.
Now, so Super Magnification, I'm going to show you... Normally, we flash up a picture... a very close of a scene from a Gerry Anderson show.
Yes, Richard, but what happened today?
I forgot. So what I've done is I've printed off a detail from a picture from a Gerry Anderson show.
And this is going to make everything go out of focus.
Yeah. So I'm going to slide it in here.
Here we go.
And you've got to take a look at... It's not there yet. There it is.
Right.
So
there's your super magnified image.
In fact, I think it's like that on the... picture, or it might even be like...
Don't confuse them,
that.
Richard. Right, so there is your Super Magnification. Yes, sorry about that, Abby. That was the volume on the opening titles, which I left up.
Oh,
but there we go.
Is it really loud?
It was really loud, yeah. High-tech stuff, guys.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. So, can you guess where this detail is from in the worlds or the universe of Gerry Anderson? Enter your questions, your thoughts.
Yeah.
Take it away
Oh,
now.
sorry. Right, okay. I'll take it away slowly and then the camera might be able to adjust. There.
Yes, Philip Tebble, you missed the big announcement. There's a biopic being made about Richard's life as an author and playwright.
That's true.
No, so we're playing
Without
Super
us doing
Magnification, low-tech version. Captain Scarlet, no. UFO, no.
No.
Spacesuit, oxygen tank, space 1999. Loads of questions from Mark Justin Ford.
You'd see why people might think it was Captain Scarlet, because, of course, it's the Spectrum sort of colours, isn't it?
Is it a badge from Moonbase? Maybe the side of an eagle?
Okay.
Mark Simpson Wedge thinks it's from Space 1999. So does Robert Casti. Neil Rock Holloway says UFO.
Okay.
1999 Comlock says Graham. Oh, he's got that unpronounceable surname thing there. Secret Service. No, it's not Gary.
Yeah.
Paul Hyde, Space 1999. Steve Bushell, 1999.
Gosh, actually, considering this is really quite lo-fi, it seems to be working quite well, doesn't it?
Well,
I mean, people are getting quite engaged, aren't they? That's what I mean.
Well,
but
yes,
now
they're just desperately wanting it to be over, Richard.
Right.
So now
I used a lot of printer ink on this.
Can you start it
exactly.
really close in?
I'm going to.
Are you whistling?
Oh, are you going to whistle?
I don't think I can.
I'll try and whistle.
Laugh.
Right, so I've got to try and do
Here
that.
Here's the reveal. Oh, how appropriate, Richard.
There it is.
Although,
so that's the detail we were looking at right there.
And now, folks, please do not try this at home, or if you live on the moon. It's not safe to be out on the moon's surface without your space helmet on.
Yeah, that's true. What were they thinking?
Well, they must have consumed some oxygen pills.
I was
from
about to
Steve
say
Zodiac.
exactly that.
Yeah,
that's right.
There we go.
And that concludes this month's Super Magnification.
Probably for the best. I mean, the best review of that section came from Ancient Collection DX, who just says, "Oh Jesus." That's the exact reaction I have when I see Richard every time I come for Fab Live.
Honestly, you try your best.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm an artist. I'm giving of myself.
absolutely brilliant. Now, Richard.
Yes.
Every month we get literally several viewer emails.
So many. No, we do. We get a lot.
We get tens.
Yes, which is lovely.
So
considering we're so sporadic, aren't we? Because we were originally going to do it last week, and then we had to postpone. We haven't been here for a couple of months, but people have still been getting in touch, which is lovely.
What was that?
I think it was my phone.
Oh, what a strange sound. So yes, it's time for viewer emails. Thank you all of you who've emailed in.
Yeah.
I'm on the wrong camera. Hang on. You can email us fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk.
If you're joining us for the first time, you might be wondering, is it always like this? Yeah, it is. It is always like this.
It's either this or worse.
It is really. Yeah, that's right. That's true. Yes.
Mark Justin Ford, would you consider doing a podcast?
Hello.
We do one every week.
Yeah, and it's the two of us again, I'm afraid.
And it's called the Gerry Anderson Podcast. And we've done it for 61 weeks.
Yes. Yeah, honestly, join us.
For some reason.
That's right. Yeah, latest episode was out today with an interview with Kevin Grazier and Chris Dale giving us a randomizer whereby he sits down in front of a random show and gives us his thoughts. We have games, news, listeners' emails. So yeah, join in. Come and listen to the podcast.
It's a bit like an audio-only version of this, except slightly better organised because I can edit it.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so yes, please do drop us a line, fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk, just like these people did.
Oh yes, that's right. So should we do this one first?
I just realised I don't think I've got that one.
Oh, hello Charlotte.
Hi Charlotte. You'll have to put that one in front of the camera. So let me tear this bit out.
Okay.
I'm just matching your very high tech.
Yes, that'll work. That's fine.
Right, there you go. So
this is from Terry in Hereford. A very eagle-eyed.
I'm sure I did
Terry
say
from
this.
Hereford.
Oh well, yeah, go on.
Yes, well, I've screwed that now. I've got to read the message.
Yes, Terry from Hereford was very eagle-eyed and spotted this.
There you go, you've done it. There we are. Look at that.
Somebody's a Joe 90 fan.
Aren't they just? I mean, that's got to be deliberate, isn't it?
The one thing I can assure you is that this is not my car.
No, nor would it ever be, I'm assuming. Do you know Midure from Ultravox?
Yeah.
Well, I once saw a car, not too far from here, in Marlow actually, with the registration number OV133NA. O Vienna. It could only have been Midure's car.
It could well have been.
No, I'm saying it could only have been.
Oh, it could only have been.
In my imagination, it was.
Okay.
Right. This is a question from Billy Covington, I think. Oh, Charlotte, we've made a list of things we want from the curry. You can change it and then order it in about an hour. Well, about half an hour probably.
Okay.
Just putting our curry order in. Sorry.
Well, about 8:30, 8:45, something like that. Yeah. So this, sorry about that. Well, any requests, by the way? Hi, Charlotte, says Duncan Wilson.
Hello, Duncan.
There we are.
She says hi. Joseph Carras, yes, I am drawing this evening, unfortunately, for me and everyone else.
No evidence of cheese and biscuits, says Peter Dunham.
No, where is the cheese and
we're having a curry after.
Oh, because we're having the curry instead of cheese.
Yeah, so anyway, Billy Covington got in touch.
Please put the email address up again. Sorry, you carry on. There's the email address.
Billy Covington got in touch at fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk saying, hi there, I have a question for you guys. Was there any talk of any of Mr. Anderson's main show characters, like Joe 90, doing a guest spot on Stingray or Captain Scarlet appearing on Thunderbirds? So was there ever any sort of muting of crossover characters? Do any of the shows exist within the same
Not on the TV,
universe?
but they do in the TV21 comics. As lots of you will know, because lots of you I know had TV21 back in the day. I don't like that phrase.
No.
Back in the 60s and early 70s.
Yeah.
I think it lasted that long. Was it? Did it become Look In by then?
I used to love Look In.
I don't know. Anyway, yes, there they would kind of world build, and Gordon Tracy trained with Wasp, Stingray.
Yes.
And various other bits and pieces, but for the most part, no. And I don't think there was ever any intention of cross-universe stuff.
But we are free to infer that, aren't we?
You can infer it. You can infer whatever you like, Richard. That's the nice thing about inferring, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yes, that's true. Hope there's enough curry for everyone, says Philip Trevor. What? Oh, you lot as well. Not sure about that. Got a really long email here from Maria Gray.
Okay.
It's a lovely one. Do you want to flip up some pictures while I talk it through?
Yes, I would love to.
Maria, forgive me if I pressay it a little bit.
Yeah, we just have to squish it down a little bit, Maria, but here we go.
Hello, Rich and Jamie.
It's a cosplay email.
It is. I hope you're both keeping well.
Yeah.
On August the 3rd, I attended Not Another Comic-Con at Aston University in Birmingham. It was my first Comic-Con in 9 months, having needed a break, so I decided to cosplay Lady Penelope, one of my favourite characters of all time, and attached to some photos taken by the legendary cosplay photographer Donald Manning.
Nice.
Given she's a vintage character, I didn't expect Lady Penelope to be recognised that much. I was completely wrong. So many people from across generations clocked who she was immediately, from fans who grew up with Thunderbirds, children who are watching Thunderbirds Go, sci-fi fans, and a huge number of general geeks. She's a character who caught many people by surprise and delighted them, as she isn't a character who's typically cosplayed, which surprises me, actually, because I should imagine it's not too difficult and very distinctive.
Hang on, what are you trying to...
I'm not impugning Maria's excellent costume. I'm just saying that with a bit of imagination, you could do it yourself, which is the whole point. And there she is, look.
And there's me copying her pose badly.
That's right. Anyway, she says, the high heels killed my feet, but I can't wait for the next opportunity to cosplay her again.
That is,
lovely.
Top-notch work.
Really good work.
Really
Suits
nice.
you as well. Yeah, that's great.
We love seeing you guys out there in the world cosplaying, because it keeps Gerry Anderson shows in people's consciousnesses.
Yes, because you can bet, Maria, at least a few people who saw you that day went home and Googled Lady Penelope and got onto some YouTube channel or found the DVDs or went to the Gerry Anderson website, whatever, and explored and enjoyed it all over again.
You're literally doing your bit to keep the Gerry Anderson legacy alive.
Yes.
So thank you very much.
She looks gorgeous, says Abby. Indeed, it's amazing, says Franco. Suppose lamb curry wouldn't be tasteful, says Simon Allen.
Depends whose lambs they are.
Right. Steve Bushell, hi chaps. I love the riskiness of the podcasts, he says. Can't think what he means. Keeping it just on the right side of PG. To help clean things further, how about my bubble bath collection, he says. Don't worry, I won't be using them to bathe in. And he says, I wonder if Officer Orin ever used the Took bubble bath. Keep up the good work.
Oh, no, they are.
I remember these.
Isn't that strange that you'd have two main characters and two characters who were one-offs?
Yeah.
And one of which, Loister wasn't even that interesting.
Oh, Loister was great.
He had a really weird voice, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yes, the voice didn't match.
And a terrible CGI tongue.
I know, but it was 1994. Come on.
Do you know, originally they had that all with a practical effect.
Did they?
And it was awful. I remember Dad bringing home the kind of rushes of it and the first assembly.
Yeah.
And they were flicking this latex and wire tongue, and it just. Yeah. And they had to replace it with CG in the end.
I see.
There you go. There's a fab fact crossing over from the podcast onto Fab Live.
That's right. P.S. It says, in Firestorm you mentioned that there was a household object strategically placed. Where or what is it?
Oh, it was a Harman Kardon subwoofer.
Right, okay.
And if you don't know what that is...
Google it.
Don't Google it.
Yeah. Wow, the Gerry Anderson shop is slow tonight. I wonder why, says somebody.
No, it shouldn't be slow, but it is extremely busy.
Yes.
So.
I've discovered 100 people watching this earlier, says someone. Great. Wasn't the one on the far right the first ever episode of Space Precinct?
Richard? Yeah, Protect and Survive, wasn't it?
Well, yes.
Or Double Duty.
He was in Protect and Survive, which was the first one to be shown, but the second one to be filmed. Actually.
Exactly.
Okay, and I know because I was there.
All right.
All right.
And you wrote a book about it. Have you read Space Precinct Unmasked, viewers? It's available. Signed from the Gerry Anderson store. Courtesy of Richard James.
Thank you very much. James Pilson Wood says, hi, Jamie and Richard. I'll switch the names around next time, I promise. Yeah, right. It was an absolute pleasure seeing you two, Chris, and the other Podstrons at Leicester.
It was a lovely event.
Wasn't it? Great event, and hopefully we can get to be a part of something like that again in the future. Well, I mean, that would be lovely. It'd be nice to go back there, wouldn't it, next time? Quick question about the Tracy figures. Is the time frame for those still September? Do you know if we'll be getting the posters like we did for Scott and Virgil when they are delayed?
I don't know, but I will seek clarification from the amazing Tim.
Yeah. Thanks for the heads up about Captain Scarlet being down to the last two. Been on the fence to get him, as I'm not sure where I'd put him. But I pulled the pin anyway. I'll figure it out. So this is the Big Chief
yes,
figures.
now, of course, that should have been in the news, really. But
Yes.
Those of you who have already put a deposit down or fully paid for your Captain Scarlet Big Chief 6-scale figure, and they are shipping from the factory very, very shortly. I saw some photos tonight, and they just look stunning. Our full allocation is sold out. There are no more. So if you waited or you cancelled your order and you were going to reorder, we have no more. I'm really sorry. If you put your deposit down or fully paid, then it's fine, and you'll get some updated timelines and stuff very shortly. But they are on their way.
Yeah.
If you didn't get one, then I think Big Chief might have a few directly, but otherwise, sorry, missed
there
out.
we go.
But when we say stuff is limited, it really is limited.
Yes, like Danny Moy, for example, has done a very wise thing and ordered his Space 1999 limited edition set.
Good work, Danny. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to go over and check how many we've got left.
Just give that a refresh and we'll tell you exactly how many
Bear with us.
we've got to go. Maria also says, thank you for all the lovely comments about her cosplay. Well, there we are. Thank you for sending it in, Maria.
Yeah, please keep it up,
Yeah.
Maria. We
great.
do love seeing you do it. Oh my goodness me. So there are half the number available that there were when we started this podcast.
Yeah.
And we are below 50 left.
Yeah.
So please don't wait.
Yeah.
Because they'll just sell out, and then I know people will really be disappointed.
Exactly. James also included that picture.
Oh,
Have you
yes,
got that
I've got
picture,
James'
which is
picture.
that piece of Lee Sullivan art.
Yeah, lots of you will know Lee Sullivan, but
Yeah.
James had this fantastic picture of himself done by Lee. Although I did notice that Lee made a small error here and gave James 2 pistols. So he's craftily labelled that secondary pistol with a smiley face.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well done, Lee.
Nice work, Lee Sullivan.
Great. Scott McClinky says, hi, Richard and Jamie. How are you both? Yeah.
Pretty good, thanks.
Muddling along, thanks.
Yeah. Looking forward to the curry.
Yes, indeed. I just thought I'd send a picture a friend sent to me in May, and I have her permission to send it on. It was a truck fest at Peterborough, and one of the lorries had the Thunderbirds on it, and here is the picture.
Oh, I'm supposed to be showing the picture.
Well,
sorry,
it'd
I
be
was,
nice to
reading,
see
I was
it.
reading the comments.
Sure.
There it is.
Yes, look at that. A truck fest in Peterborough.
I like the fact that Thunderbird 2's wing is dipping into the water.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that would cause a catastrophic crash, but
Yeah.
there you go. I mean,
Very
you find
dramatic.
Thunderbird stuff cropping up everywhere.
Yeah, lovely, isn't it? Yes, people very often post pictures of those little rides that you find outside supermarkets.
Yeah.
Thunderbird 1
I've got
and
a
2.
great picture of me in one. Anyway,
I'm sure you have.
Sorry.
He also says, plus I'd like to have this opportunity to wish my best friend Ross Patterson a very happy birthday on Fab Live. Happy birthday, buddy, FAB from Scott.
Happy birthday, Ross Patterson.
Absolutely, I'll second that, and lovely to hear from you, Scott.
Robert Cassidy says, this is like QVC with a running update on stock levels. Robert, it is, but I just don't... because... Look, the people who watch Fab Live and who listen to the podcast, and that you guys are really dedicated, and we love the fact that you do. And I just honestly don't want you to miss out because it's really upsetting when you miss out on stuff.
That's right.
And what I don't want to happen is that thing that's happened with the Doctor Who Blu-rays, where the first set was massively underprinted, and now it's for sale for like 600 quid on eBay. That's not fair to people.
No, that really isn't fair. Exactly.
Anyway, there you go.
That's right. You finished your rant now about the Doctor Who Blu-rays?
Sorry.
Okay, good. Duncan Moss got in touch. Hi, Jamie and Richard. Hello, Duncan.
Hello, Duncan.
I hope you like the photographs of my girlfriend Lizzie and I. They were taken just after coming back from the Fab Worlds of Gerry Anderson in Leicester, which Lizzie was unable to attend. Yeah, it was great seeing both of you and other friends and making a couple of new ones. Brilliant.
Oh, fantastic.
I hope this event will continue to be an annual occurrence. Keep up the good work, and I hope you have some news about Firestorm soon, which you might talk about a bit later. Kind regards, Duncan and Lizzie. So he sent us a couple of pictures.
There's Duncan with his heat-changing mug and his Gerry Anderson cap
Great.
and a UFO T-shirt on.
Yes.
I can see there. And there is Lizzie with her Podsterons mug.
Very good.
We should be drinking out of ours tonight. Where are they?
Yeah, well, mine's in the cupboard. Where's yours?
Oh,
at home. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, great. Yes.
Thanks, Duncan.
Good to make new friends, isn't it? Always making new friends. It's so lovely. It's good. Smiggy. Hi, guys. Just wanted to say a big thank you for the last Fab Live event. was great to meet you all as well as fellow Podsterons.
In fact, I just stopped you there.
Yeah.
Did you come to Fab Live? Did you come to the Space Centre, folks? And if so, did you meet other people that you had never met in person before? Did you make some new friends thanks to the podcast and thanks to Fab Live? Let us know.
Yeah, comment.
I hope so, because it felt like a really lovely atmosphere.
Yes.
Sometimes you get people kind of very distant from one another, but it felt really
absolutely.
cohesive.
What was so nice for me, even meeting people for the first time, because we feel like we know you because of your emails and tweets and so on. It just felt like a bunch of friends getting together, just have a good time, celebrate some stuff. It's nice.
And we look forward to the next one.
That's right. It says this is Smiggy, who says the highlight of the weekend for me was when I was presenting my copy of Fab Facts, only to be informed by Jamie that it was already signed by Gerry himself, which was purchased off eBay a few weeks before for a couple of quid. And he didn't know it had been signed. Now I have a copy signed by father and son, 26 years apart.
Yeah, there it is.
So he just bought it on eBay, a couple of quid, hadn't bothered flicking through, obviously.
No, but he said he presented it to me, and I went through and I went, oh gosh, amazing. And he looked at me and
What?
I said, well, it's already signed. And he was like, oh, as if somebody had just scribbled on it. And I was like, well, that's Dad's signature.
Yes.
And then it was a lovely surprise. So yeah, but it's always nice for that sort of thing to happen.
That's right. What does it say though? To the what?
To the Clarksons. It says.
Clarksons, right?
I can decipher Dad's
Yeah,
handwriting.
very good. Yeah, best wishes 1993.
Yeah. So maybe that was Jeremy Clarkson.
Could have been.
Who knows? He's a Thunderbirds fan.
He is a Thunderbirds fan. And that concludes this week's emails. Unless
we need your help.
Is this the toys?
No, it's a picture quiz.
Okay, great.
We need your help to decipher these episodes of UFO, given only with slightly bizarre visual reference.
Oh, right. Okay, that's Simon Allen.
So here we go.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, what are we doing?
We're deciphering the 4 episodes that are here. You see. So I'll start with the top right one.
Okay.
So we've got confetti.
Oh yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
Some hay. I think actually that's straw technically, but let's hay.
Yeah.
And then a sign as the OK Corral. So I'm guessing that's confetti check A-OK.
Oh crikey.
Do you see?
Yeah, I wouldn't know these anyway though.
So I got the first one there.
Okay, what about Des truck score? Des truck score. That's Des O'Connor.
No, you're getting there.
Am I?
Yeah.
Is the truck right?
Help him out, viewers.
Is the truck the right thing?
Pretty much.
And score? No.
No.
Song? Stave? Notes?
Let's leave that for a minute. Let's pop to the top left. I mean, so it's someone's asleep, but then it's been stretched. So, what do you think that might be?
I see. It's a sleeping person. Stretched sleeping person. Long sleep.
Long sleep. That's it. Exactly. Perfect. Well done.
What about the monitor wheel? There's a Mac.
It's not a wheel. Where might you find the wheel?
Where might you find it? A fairground? A fair? Mac fair? Computer fair.
Computer
affair. The computer affair.
Yeah.
Computer affair.
You
see, but look, even Paul Hyde's struggling. Deep sleep, he said.
No, long sleep.
Destruction, says Nick.
Destruct song.
Oh.
It's a little bit of a lame one on the last one there, Simon. But thank you for those marvellous quizzy images.
Very good. And actually, we do have another email, don't we? This one from Vincent Gilliver. Do you remember? The email is to Richard, who I talked to at the National Space Centre.
Oh, yeah.
I showed him pictures of the Space Precinct figures that I have and have had. You don't have those pictures?
No, sorry. I just sent that for you, for your own interest.
Oh, I see. Anyway, well, thanks. Thanks, Vincent. Vincent sent me some pictures of some Space Precinct toys that were mounted on the wrong cards.
Yes.
So it had Jane Castle with a Haldane toy. I thought you had the pictures.
No, I didn't have the pictures.
Okay, well, that's fine. Well,
anyway, there you go. Thanks
great.
everyone for writing in. We did have more, but
Yeah.
that's our selection for this month's Fab Live.
Yes, it is. And lots of people are still guessing on those pictures, of course.
Most have got them, actually.
They have,
which is pretty nicely done. Oscar Fairground. No, it was Computer Affair.
Yeah.
That's where Richard was going as well.
Yeah, that's right.
But no, nice work. Thank you, everybody, for guessing those. Now, Richard, do you want to play a game?
Yeah, do you want to play a game?
Not really, but let's do it anyway.
Well, what should we play then?
The one with the lovely title sequence.
That one.
Well, they've all got lovely title sequences,
They
actually.
have, that's true.
But let's play Blankety Blank first.
Oh, all right.
So, here we go.
Appearing tonight on Virgil Tracy, Destiny Angel, Officer Orange, Atlanta Shore, Captain Scarlet, and Dr. Venus, here are your hosts, Richard James and Jamie Anderson.
Blankety blank.
Laura Stanley says, surprisingly dark episode, by the way.
This one?
Yeah, I don't know. What do you
Are
remember
we
that?
dark? Do you mean the lighting levels?
Or is she referring to one of the UFO episodes, possibly from the?
Possibly that.
Yeah, that'll be it. Yeah.
Oh, everybody's so happy for Blankety Blank. Well, two of you are, Jack and Mayday 51 nostalgia for everyone.
Yes, but Ashley Bell was hoping it was Fab or Fib. That'll come later, Ashley. Hold your horses.
Is later.
Yeah.
I'm resting my drawing hands.
Yeah, exactly. Great. Now I have to thank Scott Sadler because Scott Sadler very kindly sent me this month's Blankety Blanks. Feel
Thanks,
free
Scott.
to do that. Send me any material or content to save me having to do any work to fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk and I might use it next time. So, Blankety Blank, as we all remember, is simply I'm going to give you a phrase or a saying from a Gerry Anderson episode or story. And it's up to you
fun.
to fill in the blanks, and for extra bonus points, tell me who said it, what show, and the name of the episode, and all that sort of stuff.
The time code,
Yeah,
the
that'd be
frame
good.
number.
Okay, so I'm going to start with this one, actually. Here we go. So again, another high-tech caption coming in. Why? You look like you've swallowed your...
Blank.
Why, blank? You look like you've swallowed your blank. Any ideas, Jamie? Would you know this?
Well, the accent was a huge help, I think.
Was it?
No. I wouldn't have known this initially, but...
Oh, I see who it is now, yes.
Yeah, but when I did see the
Why,
answer...
blank? You look like you've swallowed your blank.
Yeah.
Bit more like that.
Yeah, I mean, we could get John Coleshaw in to do the impression.
We could. We
That'd
really
be
could.
There's a clue there.
Yes, that's right.
No, sorry, Duncan Wilson, there is no blankety blank checkbook and pen.
Yeah, all the fun of the real Blankety Blank says, that's right. Please do your Wogan impression, says Duncan Wilson. Ah, the old Wogan, eh? There you go. Gave you that one for free. Jamie's gone. Didn't take much, did it? I heard you, Laura. Oh, says there's a private conversation happening there. Virtual high fives instead. Is anybody actually doing the quiz?
Parker and Pride. Oh, yeah, that's why Parker. You look like you've swallowed your pride. Nice. I mean, I'm going to pretend that Robert Cassidy is playing. Why, Richard? You look like you've swallowed your do Wogan. No, sorry, Robert, that's incorrect.
Very good. UFO. No.
Duncan Wilson, I'm not repeating that, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Wash your mouth out.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Parker and Tongue from Vault of Death.
Yeah, okay. Shall we
Put them out of their total misery, Richard.
Well, the missing words were grandma and egg spoon.
Is egg spoon a word?
Well,
Or is it two words?
Well, that's why I put a hyphen in the middle.
I see,
Because
made
I
one
hedged
word.
my bets.
So
you
it's
see.
Jeff Tracy.
Yeah.
Also, somebody did say Desperate Intruder up there, but it was Jeff. Why, Grandma, you look like you've swallowed your egg spoon.
I mean...
That well-known phrase.
that we'll all be repeating. Yeah, that's right. This is also one of my favourites here.
What's this one?
If you're with us, blank, blank.
Oh, yeah.
If you're with us, blank, blank. Talk about going dark.
Yeah.
I
This
mean,
is super dark.
Yeah, isn't it? So what do we think? So again...
You are with us.
Oh,
Blank, blank.
that's very good. Quite,
I keep dropping my mouse.
that's quite deep for you, isn't it?
Yeah, I was doing my best. It's because I got that little coffee.
Did you have to loosen your trousers to get that? Then?
Yeah.
Yeah, so who is this? What are those two missing words? Who said them? In which series? And even for extra special bonus points, in which episode of the series?
Well, Ancient Collection DX doing well there, I think.
Brains and Screwdriver, says someone.
Yeah. Prove it, says Andrew Clements.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised AC's got it wrong.
Andrew Clements, I'm afraid your gold badge is going to
Yep,
be rescinded and you'll
absolutely.
be reissued a silver badge.
Yes.
For that,
We found your Achilles heel. Yeah. Murder, Captain Magenta, says Abby. Okay.
if you're with us, stay here, says Nick McCarty.
If you're with us, stay here. Well, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Tap twice, Emma Nichols. Put them out of their misery again, Richard.
It's a good one. This.
Shoot Torchy, Simon Allen. Yes. Okay, fine. That would prove your allegiance.
Kill him. Captain Black from Captain Scarlet and the Mr. of course. Special
Well done, Mark.
assignment.
Yep.
I think is the episode title.
That's the one.
Yeah, great. And the final one you'll all be very relieved to hear.
Well, I certainly am. Here it is.
You'll never get this in a month of Sundays. Feel around the lock. There's probably a blank with a blank in it. Feel around the lock. There's probably a blank with a blank in it.
An oven with a bun in it.
Could be that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be.
Any guesses from our lovely
A
viewers?
boot with a hole in it. Feel around the lock. There's probably a blank with a blank in it. What are those two blanks?
A sock with a foot in it. No, afraid not.
Yeah.
Yes, Mark,
Not
you
even
did
close.
get the previous one. Nice work. Well, there's not a lot of guesses coming in for this
No,
one. We've got some connection problems though, so we may have some connection issues. Hole and key. Oh, Ross Patterson.
Yeah.
He seems
Ross Patterson.
seems to have got it there. Nice.
Yes.
And James Beach as
And Chris
well.
Dale, I'm very pleased
All
to
right,
see. he's
you
also
clever
got it right.
lot.
Yeah, it is indeed slot and hook. And that's Professor McLean from Joe 90, and the episode is Hijacked. Feel around the lock, there's probably a slot with a hook in it.
Nice.
It's one of those lines you might find yourself writing one and just thinking, well, what's that?
I believe that line is actually in
Chapter 3 of Devil in the Dock.
Of Devil in the Dock, part of the second book in the Bone of the Yard series
Do you
by
know?
Richard James.
Do you know something about this? Do you know something about the episode titles, the chapter titles?
I know. Has it got anything to do with this man?
Yeah, there's a few chapter titles in this book that are named after Doctor Who stories. Yeah,
Showing your true colours.
I know.
there.
Yeah, I'll put some Gerry Anderson ones in the next one. How's that?
Okay, done.
Yeah, great.
I just thought we'd just hop back to the news for any
Yes,
latecomers.
absolutely. Yes, we should.
Do you mind that, latecomers, or people who are already here? Latecomers, you'll be happy to hear this.
Yeah.
But just hitting the top two headlines for the news. New series of Space 1999 audio from Big Finish Productions.
Yes.
Available to pre-order now, arriving on the 13th of September. That's Breakaway Day for those not in the know.
It is.
It is a 3 CD set, Breakaway, a feature-length Breakaway over 2 CDs, and a third CD with an hour's documentary on it.
Great.
And a special edition available from the Gerry Anderson store, but there are about
Maybe.
30 left.
Yeah.
They're going really quick, so please grab one. I don't want you to miss out. And the other bit of news is that there's a Terrorhawks reboot in development with us and Tiny Giants. Showrunner is Mark Hoffmeyer of Spider-Man and Marvel and Black Panther fame, and it's all very exciting. So, I mean, goodness me, I just gave you a stock update,
Yes.
Robert Casti.
People are asking for it. Yes. Well,
it's pretty low.
Yeah. 20 to 30 left probably by now.
So there you go.
Yeah.
There's some new stuff.
Yeah.
There's the cast and crew of the new Space
Look
1999.
at that. And does that actually finally mean that there'll be some Space 1999 shirts commercially available? You know, with those coloured arms.
Oh,
I want one of those.
I don't know about that,
Yeah.
but maybe.
Yeah,
Fingers
they're
crossed.
lovely things, aren't they?
Nick McCarthy says the Commander looks awesome in the artwork. Yeah, Mark Bonar is a great Koenig, and he's got the look down to a T.
Yeah.
So
Michael Sherman says, already ordered.
Well done.
I like that little.
Nice. Forrest Shimbo says, I've never seen the original Terrorhawks.
Oh.
Well, you can see it on Amazon Prime and Blu-ray and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Or you can just wait for the reboot.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Commander looks awesome in the artwork, says Nick McCarthy.
Good night. I already said that. Good.
I never listened to what you
You
said.
never listen to me. Good night, Abby. Abby's 4-year-old.
Oh, good night.
Good night,
Bye.
sleep well.
Yeah. Thanks for dropping by.
Uh,
Danny Moy, can we have some Lavender Castle merch, please? Anything.
well, that might be one of the things that we're talking about.
Yeah,
that
it's
we
a bit of a
can't-
dearth,
that we
isn't
can't
there?
talk about.
Ah,
Just
oh,
that's the
that
thing with the
with the. Yeah.
yeah. Will you stop doing that?
Sorry.
Goodness me. Anyway, it's time for another game. I think.
Oh, is it?
We're losing them, Richard.
Oh,
We need to bring
really?
them back.
Okay, right. With a game, you think that'll do it?
I think that might help.
Well,
So
we've only got one left.
let's play the last game of the night already, and that is.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Fab or Fib.
Recreating that lovely image. Thank you, Richard.
It's a bit of Bruce Forsyth
Yeah,
from me,
it is
isn't it?
It is. Yeah. Right.
I was at his 70th birthday, you know.
Were you? Were you invited?
Yes, to the Palladium.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sat behind Jeremy Beadle.
Why were you invited?
Why, I mean, who wouldn't invite me to their
Okay,
70th
fair enough.
birthday? Now,
Right.
I've given you that, but I've actually lost my fabs and fibs.
Oh. Hey, I've got them here. Richard, while Richard
Well,
looks for his fabulous
yes.
fibs, I'll explain the game. The game is as
There it
follows.
is.
Richard is going to deliver you 5 facts, but 4 of the facts are false or fibs.
Oh,
Only-
hang on. Aidan, hello again. I'm back. Sorry, because I'm taking way too long, so I'm glad to have you back again.
Oh, hi, Aidan.
Hi, Aidan. Great.
Back
nice
from
to see you.
homework.
That's right. Great.
British engineer says reboot UFO, get Gratzner back. I think that ship may have sailed, I'm afraid, but
yes.
who knows in the future?
Yeah.
So yes, Richard's going to give you 5
Yep.
facts. 4 of them are fibs, only 1 is fab. As we go through them, you must declare at the end of each one whether you think it's fab or fib. You have 1 fab to spend, 4 fibs to spend. Once you spent your fab, you can't have another one, so get it right.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly it.
There are no prizes.
No.
Only pride is at stake here.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so here's your first fact. Oh,
And I'm going to try and draw alongside because that's part of the game. And Richard's told me he's made them particularly difficult this evening.
are very
So
difficult.
don't expect anything good.
okay, here's your first fact. Now, tell me this. Is it fab or fib? Music maestro Barry Gray was due to orchestrate a concert with 70s singers Barry White and Barry Blue, but the event was called off when they couldn't decide on the colour of the poster. Is that fab or fib? True or false? If you think it's true, give us a fab. If you don't think it's true, give us a fib. But remember, you can only use your fab once. Only one of these facts is true. So is that fab or fib? Music maestro Barry Gray was due to orchestrate a concert with 70s singers Barry White and Barry Blue, but the event was called off when they couldn't decide on the colour of the poster. Is that fab or fib? I see lots of you already. Fib says Stuart, fib says Jay, fab says Michael Sherman, Josh Long says fib. Hello, Josh. Ross Patterson says fib, Emma Nichols says fib, James Fielding says fib, Graham says fab. Okay. Jack Williams says fib. Robert Hill says fib. So, music maestro Barry Gray, was he due to orchestrate a concert with 70s singers Barry White and Barry Blue, but was the event called off when they couldn't decide on the colour of the poster?
Right.
Is that fab or fib? Fabby fab fab, says
You didn't
Abby.
make this very easy.
I really didn't.
But
What do we have here? Talk us through it.
This is my little attempt here. So, there's some music going on there, and this is Barry Gray colouring the poster. I don't know why, but he's decided his favourite colour is orange. So
yes.
he's colouring in the Barry Knight poster.
Okay, great.
There, while also conducting with his right hand.
Very good. Excellent.
Because
All right.
Barry Gray was a left-hander.
Is that what they're called?
As in, he
I see.
wrote with his left hand.
I see, great.
I don't actually know if that's true. I just that is a fib.
Right, okay, a free fib there.
Yeah.
Right, the next fact. Are you ready for this? During the 60s, Gerry was in talks with the British Dairy Council to advertise a range of cheeses based on his shows.
Oh.
Candidates included Captain Danish Blue, Stinking Bishop, and my favourite, Lady Penelope. Is that fab or fib? True or false? During the 60s, was Gerry in talks with the British Dairy Council to advertise a range of cheeses based on his shows? Candidates might have included Captain Danish Blue, Stinking Bishop, or Lady Penelope. Fab or fib? Now, it's interesting because Gerry did lots of tie-in advertising stuff with lollies and cereals and all that sort of thing. So, could be a thing, couldn't it? Fib says Lauren, fib says Jay, fib says James, fib says Graham. Fab says Aidan. Ah, you think so? FAB fab. Fib, but a good one, says Morty Vicar. Ashley Bell thinks it's a fib. Fib, says Ross. Too cheesy for your dad, eh, Jamie?
Oh,
You think?
nice.
Yeah. Emma says fib. Kevin Goodman. Oh my God, got to be a fib. Edward says fib. Steve says fib. Roger says fib. Okay, well, there seems to be a unanimity of opinion. Abby, fibtacular. Let's have a look at it.
So I've done an illustration here of a cheese board.
Lovely cheese board.
Stinking Bishop in the background. Captain Danish Blue, obviously Lady Penelope, and that's supposed to be some grapes in the near corner.
Where's the Gerry Anderson connection there? You've just basically given us a picture of some cheese.
And written the stuff on that you've said. What else am I supposed to do? Put the cheese on strings?
I mean, that's what I would have done.
Well, you're not drawing tonight, Richard.
Okay. Here's your third one. It sounds so crazy it might be true, said someone there. That was good. Third one then. The theme from Joe 90 features guitarist Vic Flick. But did you know, how does that go? The Joe 90. Down, 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 down. So that was Vic Flick. But did you know he was also responsible for playing the guitar riff on the James Bond theme? Down 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 down. Could have worked, couldn't it? So is that fab or fib?
You're suggesting there was a mashup?
The theme from Joe 90 features guitarist Vic Flick, but did you know he was also responsible for playing the guitar riff on the James Bond theme? I said fab, says Robert Taylor. Fab says Graham. Fab says AC. Fib says Neil. Fab, says Kevin Goodman. Morty Vicker says a fab. I'm going to guess fab, says Ross Patterson. Chris Honey says fab. Oh, lots of you going fab on this one. That's interesting. Richard needs to draw fab or fib next time, says Jen. Fib, says Oski there. Okay, fine. Fab, says William. Fib, says Ashley Bell. Slight division of opinion there. Sounds like it might be fab, says Kay.
Yeah, but he sometimes does this, viewers, where he makes something up that sounds like it might be plausible, and then it turns out to be a load of nonsense.
Probably the fab one, in it, says Ross Arrowsmith. Well, I mean, it could be, couldn't it? I see Robert Monk actually posted on our Facebook group for the Podstrongs, the podcast listeners Facebook group, that he couldn't listen or watch tonight, but he was going to preempt it and say that number 3 was fab, having not even heard any of the options.
Risky.
Was he right? What have you got?
Not a lot. I've got the Big Rat
there it is.
and the Bond gun barrel and a blue electric guitar in between the two.
Great.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's lovely.
These ain't easy.
That's really good. Very, very good, Jamie.
Patronising.
I tell you what, I'm going to throw in a little extra thing here. I'm going to pick someone at random when we've done this particular competition, and I'm going to name them, and I'm going to ask them to email me their address if they're happy, and I'm going to post them your pictures.
Oh, I'm so sorry, whoever wins those.
So, here we are. The fourth fact, then, is this fab or fib? Space 1999's Nick Tate. Very topical. Is descended from Henry Tate, who, together with Abraham Lyle, founded the Tate and Lyle Sugar Company. Ironically, Nick Tate has never liked sugar, preferring instead to take his tea with lemon. Fab or fib? Is that true or false? Is that fact a fab fact or a fib? Space 19 Sugar Company. Ironically, Nick Tate has never liked sugar, preferring instead to take his tea with lemon. Everyone's saying fab, so fab it is, says Laura. Jamie and Richard, did you know I'm from Poland? 99's Nick Tate is descended from Henry Tate, who, together with Abraham Lyle, founded the Tate and Lyle Tomica. I didn't know that. But now you say it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Sorry, I have to get off the phone.
I know some Polish.
Yeah, do
you can tell me if this actually means what I think it does. Ma pan kapcie.
What do you think it means, Jamie?
I think it means, do you have any house slippers? Could you please confirm if that's true? Ma pan kapcie.
There you go, Olivia. Let us know.
It's probably terrible pronunciation.
Yeah. So, Nick Tate, is he descended from Henry Tate, who together with Abraham Lyle founded the Tate and Lyle Sugar Company? Possible, says Joanna. Fib, says Ian. Fib, says Jack. Fib, says Daniel Dudley. Hugh Morn says fib. Oh, that's Hugh Morn. I remember we had a letter from you, Hugh, on the podcast. Ross Arrowsmith thinks it's a fib as well. That's the sweetener, says Keith Roberts.
Hey.
Rustin Customs Models says it's a fib. Arthur says it's a fib. Brackets, I think. Okay, well, you could be right. What have you got?
Not a lot.
Well, that's nice, though.
I have an eagle carrying 10 tons of sugar.
I like that.
There you go.
That's really rather nice. Well done. It's a little bit bloated, isn't it? It's a bit...
Well, it's because it's had all that blooming sugar.
Yeah. That's good.
There you go.
Very, very good. I say very good. Right. So the final one. Now, the rule is this. If you haven't spent your fab already...
And it's time.
Yeah, this has got to be the fab. You can't get away from it. I like how everyone's describing their fab or fibs this month, says Mayday 51. Yes, nice, isn't it? Anyway, the final one then. Terrahawk's Kate Kestrel.
Right.
Another topical one. Went through a variety of names before production, including Susan Sparrow, Hayley Harrier, and Belinda Buzzard, before Christopher Burr finally settled on Kate Kestrel, naming the fighter pilot and singer after his favourite French film actress, Catherine Kestrel. Is that a fab or fib? Rats, I just used my fab, says Laura Stanley. Well, we did try to tell you, didn't we? Fib, says Robert Taylor. Terrahawk's Kate Kestrel. Did she go through a variety of names before production, including Susan Sparrow, Hayley Harrier, and Belinda Buzzard, before Christopher Burr, the writer, finally settled on Kate Kestrel, naming the fighter pilot and singer after his favourite French film actress, Catherine Kestrel. Fab or fib, is that true or false? Morty Vicker, that's Felicity Fib. Fact, says Stuart. No, Stuart. No, you haven't been listening at all, have you? If it's a fab, it's a fact, it's a fab. Daniel Dudley thinks it's a fib. Chris Garrett says fab. Well, Daniel, I'm also Polish, said somebody there. Having a conversation amongst yourselves, of course. Fib, but probably fab, says Steve Richard. Fib, says Edwards.
You can't hedge your bets by doing that.
Neil says fib. James Fielding says fib. Duncan Moss says fib. Paul Hyde says fib. Well, Oh, that's not bad at all.
She's got a couple of name badges on, scribbled out, and she's holding up one that says Kate Kestrel.
Great.
Fed up of the indecision of the creative team on Terrorhawks.
Yeah, very good. Don't screw it up, because we're going to post them on in a minute. But also, let's go through them one last time then.
Do we have to?
Quick refresh. So, Fab or Fib. Was music maestro Barry Gray due to orchestrate a concert with Barry White and Barry Blue, but they couldn't decide on the colour of the poster? Oh, I once read an interview with Burr. I've already used my Fab, says the British engineer. Well, we did try to warn you. There we are. Brilliant. I'm doing Einstein, says Robert.
Danny Moy says 5 Fab.
Okay.
Steve Bushell says Fib, Fib, Fab, Fib, Fib.
Fib, fib,
Marie
fab,
Gray
fib.
says 3 is Fab.
Okay.
Jay McCracken says Fib, Fib, Fab, Fib, Fib.
Okay.
Gary Hodgson says Fib, Fib, Fab, Fibbo, Fib.
Right.
I
great.
mean-
yeah. Okay.
There seems to be some sort of consensus.
They're
that they
all
think
settling around
3
there, aren't
might
they?
be Fab.
Yes, okay. Right, well, let's go through them, shall we? So, I'll tell you what wasn't Fab. Kate Kestrel was never known as Belinda Buzzard and Hayley Harrier, as far as I know. What
No,
do I know?
although do you know that Mary Falconer, obviously, Mary Falconer, is basically modelled on my dear mother,
Ah.
whose maiden name is Mary Robbins.
Well, you see, that's why we have you here, Jamie, because you're able to supply those little nuggets of information that I can never bring.
No, which people really love. So
Do they?
no. Anyway, do carry on.
Yes. Also, during the 1960s, Gerry was never approached by the British Dairy Council to advertise cheese. As far as I know, he might have been.
Although he did advertise burgers
Did he?
for Burger King. Yeah.
Well, well. Space 1999's Nick Tate is not descended from Henry Tate of Tate and Lyle Sugar.
Great shame that.
Yeah. And finally, Barry Gray was never due to orchestrate a concert with Barry White and Barry Blue, but I'd love to have seen that. Big Barry White fan, me. Which means, of course, you're right, everybody. Give yourselves a pat on the back for guessing number 3. Joe 90 guitarist Vic Flick did indeed supply the guitar riff for the James Bond theme.
Right.
Well done. There they are. Very good. So that's this
Shall I
month's
sign those?
Fab or Fib. You get signing, and I'm going to pick someone to email me, if they're happy to, with their address, so I can see your names flashing up before me. Robert Dodge. Robert Dodge, who's just commented, Stinking Bishop is a 90s cheese name too. It is. You see what I did there, Robert? You see? You see? So, Robert Dodge, if you're happy to send me your email address, send it to the following address: richardjamesonline@hotmail.com. Robert Dodge, send your home address to richardjamesonline@hotmail.com, and I shall be happy to post you Jamie's efforts.
And I've now scrawled on all of them, written Fib or Fab on each one, so there you go.
There you go. Very good. Thank you, Jamie. So, Robert Dodge, drop me a line and I'll send you those in the post tomorrow if I can. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah? Job's a good one.
We've done that bit, that's
yes.
good.
Yes, we have.
Let's put your pens away.
Oh, yeah. Don't mark my
Yeah, all right.
day bed.
Well, they're on my mouse. So.
Okay.
Oh dear, I've shrunk us right down, Richard. What's happened there?
Oh, look, we're tiny up there.
I know, I can't fix it
I
either.
just try clicking on it or something.
Oh, no, it's not working.
Well, click on the...
Oh, it's back. Right.
a bit bigger.
They're not interested in
No,
this.
no, I'm not interested.
Anyway, folks, there we go. That's the end of Fab or Fib.
Yes,
And
it
we're
is.
coming rapidly to the end of Fab Live.
We are, yes. Any final comments or questions that anyone would like to... Let's talk a little bit about Firestorm. People are asking about Firestorm all the time.
Well,
and I know you always get the same answer, but it's worth repeating, isn't
It's
it?
worth saying the same answer again.
Yeah.
So yes, as with many of the projects that we're currently working on, Firestorm is one of those that for various reasons I'm not able to give you any additional updates on at this time.
Just like before today, Space 1999 and Kate Kestrel and the Terrorhawks was one of those things.
Were not possible.
That's right.
Yeah, and it, like I said, it's for various reasons, various rights or control over announcements and press, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, we just can't talk about it right now. But in fact, Richard, I was on a call about it.
I know.
I know, quite a crazy, exciting call about
Yeah.
it just before this thing. So
Yeah, that's right.
there we go. Ancient Collection DX. What want to know what we call, Jamie? What would we call Ancient Collection DX? Do tell me. Oh goodness me. So we have got 10 less than before. There are 35 copies remaining out there.
Yeah.
That's
35.
it.
And they'll be gone by the morning.
I
Definitely.
think they'll be gone tonight, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
So
get them there quick.
if you haven't got your Space 1999 Special Edition already, then go get it now because there's only 35 left.
Yes. So to those of you who are emailing in, don't worry if you get a bounce back saying your email couldn't be delivered. Jamie gets it. I don't, so that's
And then I
fine.
forward it to Richard.
Exactly, so it's all fine.
It's all good.
Yeah, Abby says, thanks for spending some time with us. This is fun, and I look forward to the next one. Can I write an article for the website? I have 2 ideas, says Danny Moy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Email. Well, just email Fab Live.
Yeah.
And send in your like just a couple of sentence pitches, Danny, and then we'll have a look at them. It may be that there's something already planned that's similar, but yeah. Please do.
Firestorm would make a cool VR game. Yeah.
It certainly would.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fab Live is fab. What date is the next one, says Joseph? I mean, we don't really think that far ahead, do we?
I think it might be the 9th of September, which is a Monday.
Yeah, I think I might be in Pisa for that.
Okay, well, it won't be then. Look, we'll put out a thing about it in due course.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
I've been trying to email Fab Live, but it won't let me. And pictures, as there's a 10 megabyte limit for them, says
We'll
Nick.
send it via WeTransfer then.
Yeah. Hi, Rich and Jamie. Is there any chance that Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet novels by John Thaden can be
reprinted?
Right.
We did look into it, but the licensing requirements with ITV involved make it not viable, I'm afraid, at this point.
Yeah.
So.
Monday the 2nd of September for the next Fab
I
Live.
can't
says
do the
Jem
second, so no.
And it may not be the one after. It may be the one after that.
We'll work
let
it
you
out.
know. Yeah. So have a nice evening. Enjoy the curry. Thank you very much. We will, won't we?
Oh yes, I can't wait.
Definitely. And thanks for joining us for another Fab Live. Finally, I suppose we should say, if you want more of this sort of stuff and you don't already listen, well, tune into the podcast. Because it's basically this, but with
every week
with extra guests. With really live, just sort of interesting people, as well as us.
Tomorrow I'm off to interview John Glenn, James Bond director, Space Precinct director, friend of Dad's, and still a friend of Mum's now.
Yeah.
So
lovely. And we've had interviews with the likes of Mary Turner and Shane Rimmer and David Graham and Nicholas Briggs and John Coleshaw.
And Sophie Aldred and Sophia Miles and Lizo Mazumba.
Yeah.
And Pat Sharp.
Oh yes, Pat Sharp, that's right, yeah. So do listen into the podcast, and if you haven't heard any before, well, lucky you, because you've got 61 to catch up on.
Yes. I wonder how many hours that is.
61, what, you're averaging about an hour and a half, are you?
Yeah, just get you carry on talking.
I've got nothing else to say. Okay, well, email us again, fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk, and we will try our best to read out your emails next time. Follow him on Twitter, I'm Jamie Anderson, or me, Richard N. James, and we'll see you there. What else do I say?
Don't know. 91 and a half hours.
How many days is that then? About 4 days, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit more, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that seems quite.
No, it's just under 3.8 days.
Right, there you
so
go.
if you listen to them
continuous
solidly,
listening,
it'll take you 3.8 days to do all the stuff.
So if you've got a long journey coming up,
yeah, and do go and watch some videos on the Gerry Anderson YouTube channel.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen, for example, Space 1999 before, or UFO before, or Thunderbirds before, or Captain Scarlet before, there's the Primers series from Chris Dale, which are fantastic, and will get you into those shows in no time at all. What else have we got there? I've completely forgotten. Some other things.
Yeah.
Fab Facts, other features, Chris's old Big Rat Bites, and probably the new one now that I've ruined everything.
Yes.
So, yes, lots to go.
Yes. Great.
That's it now, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Time to go for a curry.
Yeah, absolutely. So have a nice evening wherever you are, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Yeah. Bye. Anyway,
Bye.
So, shall I read the ending of the second book?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always best if you just do the ending.
And he woke up, and it was all a terrible dream.
Oh, Richard, what a clever ending.
Isn't it? You see, I just pulled that one out.